family, friends, fellow staff members, the graduating seniors of the class of 2015. I'm going to keep this short as possible today. It's your day. It's not my day. It's not your parents' day. It's not anybody's day but yours. It's your special day. I'm going to make 4 points today. I hope at least you can remember one of those down the road. And then we're going to get off of here and so go on with graduation. Actually, I have to correct something Mrs. Kimberly said. I've been here 17. This is my 17th. Did you say 13? Well, I started with this class in kindergarten, and I've gone all the way through, which is the only time we've ever did anything like that. But I was actually here before these kids started, and I was 11 years in elementary, and then moved over to junior high school the past 6 years, and this is where I'm going to stay. Somebody asked me the other day, "Are you going to start off with another kindergartner?" And I go, "No." I'm staying here. Okay. Sometimes in life, you need to do something. You have to do things that you don't want to do. Somebody comes up to you and they want you to do something, and immediately you're scared to death. The head starts pounding, the stomach starts churning, and you're figuring out right away, I got to get out of this. It's the flight syndrome that's set in. I can't do this. I'm in a panic. I got to get out of this. Well, what ends up happening is you expend more energy, or as much energy, getting out of doing something you don't want to do, if you would just direct that toward meeting that challenge head on. Give yourself an opportunity to overcome those obstacles that make up that challenge. Because challenges in life don't go away. We all know that. And the sooner you can start to confront those, the more you're going to grow as a person. And I think there's a couple of reasons why you need to confront those difficult situations. The first one is, it's necessary. And what I mean by that, for an example, let's say you're working for a company, the boss comes up to you and he goes, I need for you to give a presentation next Thursday to some out-of-town clients. And then you go into that flight panic syndrome, and you go, I can't do that, I'll make a fool of myself. He's going to be mad, the company's going to be mad, I'm going to be in trouble. So let's say you get out of that. You do get out of that. Later on, you're up for a promotion. Just you and the person that took your place at the presentation. I wonder who's going to get the promotion. The other reason why I think it's important is it's the right thing to do. I didn't have to give this address today. I'm scared to death. It took me out of my comfort zone. But you know what? They asked me to do it. They asked me to do it. They wanted me to do it. So as adults and staff members here at Rockport are too, we are always trying to take kids out of their comfort zone because we want them to grow as a person, expand their horizons. Well, when we get that opportunity to set an example, we need to do it. Otherwise, we're just like hypocrites. Don't you guys do it, but I don't want to do it, so I'm getting out of it. That doesn't set any kind of example. To me, it was an honor. They could have picked anybody else, but they picked me. So I was humbled by that, and here we are. There are words we're always confronted with throughout school. We have a word every month, in elementary, and we always hear about words like respect and responsibility, a couple of those R words that come to mind. So today I want to talk a little bit about responsibility. We all have these little pet peeves in life. Well, one of my pet peeves is people who blame, for everything that goes wrong in their lives, they blame on somebody else. It's never their fault. It's amazing to me, it's never their fault. You need to stand up and be responsible for your own actions. Just own up to it, fix it, and move on. Main thing is learn from those mistakes, because you're going to make them. If you're involved in life at all, you're going to make those mistakes. If you want to stand on the sidelines of life and stick your hands in your pocket, maybe you can get by without making many mistakes, but you're not doing much living. Because if you're living, you're making mistakes because you're trying. Now, if I were you and I was that spectator on the sidelines, I might be looking over my shoulder because there might be a mortician following you around, because you're pretty comatose, so he might think you're the next person that he's going to bury. What you need to do in the game of life, you need to be a player, not a spectator. We don't need spectators. We need players. You guys need to be players. You want to be players. Spectators have no place. No place in life. Unfortunately, we have a lot of them. You be players. The question was asked one time at a professional development day we had at Northwest Missouri State, and there were several schools over there, and they asked us, what do you want from your graduates? Sum that up in one sentence. So the people I was sitting around, we talked it over, and we formed a consensus in a hurry there. We all were in agreement. We wanted the graduates of Rockport High School to be tax-paying, productive members of the communities in which they choose to live. Now, for the first part of that, you need to be gainfully employed, because it's an obligation you have as a citizen of the United States to pay taxes. As we all learn in school, that's our government's only source of revenue. Now, we might disagree with how they spend that money, but that'll be another story for another day. But a lot of people like things from the government. They want the government to provide things for us. How are they going to do that if they don't have any revenue? Be gainfully employed. Pay those taxes. It's your responsibility. The second part of that can be accomplished in many different ways. It's something I want you to do, and I want you to remember about the older generations before you, your parents, grandparents, great-grandparents. They cared about you. They provided things for you. They sacrificed for you. Don't forget those people. Let them know how much you appreciate it. Then it's going to be your turn. And right now, some of you have had that experience in your clubs, organizations here at school, through church groups. You have been starting to give back. Because you're going to come along and you're going to have generations below you that are coming up, and you need to provide for them. We just go from generation to generation to generation to generation. The system works. Life needs to be a two-way street, folks. It needs to be a two-way street. It needs to be give and take. You get on that two-way street. Some days you're going to give, some days you're going to take. Some days you're going to do both. The system will work. It'll flow from generation to generation if you give and take. You can't get on that one-way street and taking all the time. What happens if everybody takes? What's going to happen down the road? You know what? Takers are not players. They're spectators. You want to be a player in life. You know, that's a two-way street. You need to practice the golden rule. We kind of forget about the golden rule. It's really simple, summed up. Just treat people like you like to be treated. Real easy to say. Seems to be kind of difficult for some people to perform that. Just think about that. I can't believe people that treat people in a rude way or not nice to people, I can't believe they want to be treated that way. They might say, oh, I don't care, I don't care. You know what? I think that's just a facade, that's just a cover. Deep down they do care. You just never make me believe that people want to be treated that way. Be friendly, polite, caring. These are some of the positive attributes that will take you down a positive road in life. You need to be on that positive road. Seniors, you need to be on that positive road. If you head down that negative road, you better take a U-turn, get back on that positive road. That's where players go. They go down that positive road. Don't worry about things you can't control. This is one of the great things. People ask me, is there anything to look forward to, Mr. Fentiman, when you get old? And they go, whoa, I don't mean you're old. I mean when you get older. And I always get a kick out of that. I said, well, actually, there are, and some of them are kind of hard to explain. You'll have to experience them. I hope you get the opportunity. And, you just don't get spun up over these little things that you do when you're younger. If you can't control it, just whatever you control and you go on. Because guess what? Not everybody's going to like you. You're going to make some people mad. That's life. It's going to happen. Use your time in a more productive manner. Make it count toward becoming a better, that's, B-E-T-T-E-R, not a bitter, B-I-T-T-E-R person. Changed one letter there, and boy, did we change a person entirely. You know, a bitter, sour, grouchy, negative person can lead a lonely existence in life. Who wants to be around those people? I don't want to be around them. You know what? They're spectators. They're not players. You want to be a player. Now, don't go in that direction. If you head in that direction, do that U-turn. You got to get back. You got to go back the other direction. You want to be a player. In closing, remember that sometimes in life you need to do something you don't want to do because it's either necessary or it's the right thing to do. Stand up and be responsible for your actions. Be a tax-paying, productive member of your community. And don't worry about what you can't control. And be that player in life, not that spectator. I want you to promise yourself, always keep a little twinkle, that spark of life in your eye, you know. Can keep a little kid in you. Because I'm telling you, my wife's still waiting for me to completely grow up, and it just is not going to happen. You know, some of you, a lot of you know about my paternal grandma who was 12 days short of 111. And I observed her over the years, and I took to heart some of the things I saw that got her to that point. You know, and Grandma was a player. Grandma had it together. She was a player, let me tell you. My grandpa passed away in 1969. She passed away in August of 2011. She didn't feel sorry for herself. She buried herself in positive things, all her clubs. She'd go to the nursing home and read to old people. Of course, she was the oldest one. She was older than anybody she was reading to. But you know, I took those things to heart. Keep yourself busy doing those positive things. Give yourself a chance. Smile and laugh every day. I cannot imagine. I don't even know a day that I have not laughed every day. I still think laughter's the best medicine. These people that go around frowning and grouching all the time and never smile,